Alright, what's going on, guys? We got more SPL action. I'm gonna try and get some more week fours up as I have this game and two others. And then I think I'm probably gonna go to the replay thing and find some more. Just because this week is All Star week, so there's not gonna be any games going on. So, let's get some other games that I want to show off. But, anyways, we got Badass versus Malekith. I think I've played both these guys in Smog Tours before. Obviously, I got root for my boy Badass because he subbed to me a long time ago. I actually don't know if he's still subbed to me or not. But I know back in like 2012 when I had like less than 100 subs, he subbed to me for whatever reason. But rambles aside, just some DPP, so let's go ahead and get it in. So Badass is gonna lead Pert. That's a little unusual in the year 2016, but I guess it's alright. Malekith is gonna lead Zam. So both the DPP games that I've seen this week have featured some unusual leads. So with Ladybug Cloister, now Malekith with Alakazam. Badass wisely protects, wisely having protect on lead Pert. Since most of the time lead Pert typically carries Roar because they want to scout more opposing team members. But Badass is gonna end up carrying Protect right there, and that's gonna work out very well because he doesn't have to play any guessing games with Grass Knot. I wonder what set it is. Ooh, Badass makes a real smart play right there. More than likely, he predicts the Steel type, like Heatran or Skarmory, something along those lines. But catching Clefable is also really huge, especially because Clefable typically needs to be above like 55% health to be effective, because it's not that bulky, but its ability is really annoying and it has access to soft boiled. But being able to get Clefable that low early in the game is really good because, like I said, that'll essentially render Clefable useless because it won't be able to switch in anything anymore. It's essentially death fodder. And this Alakazam is just really annoying for Badass's team. It looks like he's bringing some sort of balance. Maybe semi-stall, and Alakazam just eats it up. Of course, it doesn't eat it up like it does in 5th gen and 6th gen because Alakazam doesn't have Magic Guard this gen, but Alakazam just, it's pretty underrated in DPP OU. It's very popular in DPP UU, and rightfully so, but in DPP OU, it's not quite that common just because it's rather easy to take advantage of, and not having Magic Guard makes it really annoying, or really annoying to use Alakazam, but it's definitely underrated because of how fast it is. It's pretty powerful, and we see Alakazam just going to work right there. But yeah, Skarmory's able to eat the hit, whirlwind it out, and it ends up getting Heatran. Badass gets a little cheeky and lays down a layer of spikes as Heatran lays down rocks. Ooh, there's Malekith with a great HP Grass. So there goes Pert. And yeah, Malekith is in just a really commanding position. He has rocks up compared to only the spikes, which, granted, so far for what we've seen of Malekith's team, spikes are annoying. And I apologize if you can hear that, but you know, it's Florida, so it's going to be raining a bunch. But now the HP Grass Tran to catch Pert, and that more than likely means no rocks for Badass, so yeah, Badass is just not looking in the strongest positions right now. So Malekith has a Machamp to switch into T-Tar. Fortunately, Stone Edge crit. Of course, the old 4th gen adage is that Stone Edge only crits or misses in this gen. Obviously, that's an exaggeration, but that high crit ratio is kind of annoying, and if it's not critting, it's always missing. But there's a regular Stone Edge hit, and that's able to KO Machamp. That crit's kind of unfortunate, because I don't think Badass's team is very well equipped to handle Machamp. At least these types of teams usually aren't. But Malekith is going to switch into Flygon right there. It goes for U-turn. Is that... I think that's Adamant Scarf. As I feel like... Well, actually, I don't know what the T-Tar set is, so I can't really judge. But I feel like that's... Alright, so Jolly Scarf is like 38-ish from U-turn. So that might be Bandit, actually. But anyways, Badass predicts U-turn, and he needs to make these like cheeky, aggressive plays to get back in the game because he was in such a disadvantage early in the game. And there goes Heatran, which obviously would have been nice to deal with Skarmory if it has Taunt. It doesn't even need to have Taunt because Clefable's low to deal with Clefable. But obviously, Malekith just predicted Skarmory to come in, so that's why I went for U-turn. And then Badass is going to fodder T-Tar to another U-turn because he can't afford to give Malekith any extra momentum. And here comes Zam back in, I guess because it threatens everything with Focus Blast that we've seen so far, and then probably threatens everything else. I'm guessing this is Sash Alakazam as a lead because we don't see leftovers. Maybe it's Colberberry. I highly doubt it though. I just never see Alakazam as a lead. That's just really peculiar. So Badass reveals a Heatran. And Malekith is going to reveal Starmie. So Malekith is just really prepared to deal with Badass's particular team style. Because this definitely looks like it's balanced at the very minimum. And Malekith has Machamp. I'm pretty sure that's CB Flygon. Like I said, I might be wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure that's CB Flygon. Alakazam, especially because it should have Encore. Because it's in the lead. And Malekith just bones over Badass's team style that he decided to bring. So, yeah, Starmie switches in to recover. T-Tar dying is really good for Starmie because now it doesn't have to worry about getting trapped. And Malekith's just going to decide, you know what, I want to get these spikes out of here. I want to preserve my Alakazam's HP. I don't really care about Skarmory because I'll beat it 1v1 anyway. And we've seen leftovers, so we'll see if this is bulky Starmie or offensive Starmie. But either way, I think Malekith will be able to beat it 1v1. Goes for Thunderbolts right there. And that means it's offensive. That's definitely offensive, and that's like Spadef's Skarm, I think. I hate not remember. There was a point in time where I used to know all these damage calcs, dude. And it's like, no, I don't. But thanks to leftovers and Roost, Skarmory is actually gaining HP from the Thunderbolt, so I think Malekith can stay in and pressure Roosts from Skarmory. I think that puts him in a strong spot. And then obviously you can fish for Para, but I think just fishing for like just stalling Skarm out of Roosts like will help you in the long run because I don't think there's anything else that Starmie needs Thunderbolt for. And then, how much PP does Thunderbolt have? 24? 24 or 32, I don't remember. But Badass is going to decide that this game won't bode well for him in the long term. And he decides to just whirlwind Starmie out of there. Unfortunately, this means that Skarmory is low, but once again gets cheeky, risks Fire Blast. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's CB Flygon, so it probably has Thunder Punch, but that's Spadef's Skarm. I know that for a fact, so. Thunder Punch, I would imagine, would do at least 40 from CB Flygon to Spadef's Skarm. At least 40. I have no idea, actually, but I would imagine that it does like 35 to 40, so. I'm guessing either Malekith doesn't have it or it won't take him out, so Skarmory just is able to stay in and get a Roost off, and now we're back to Starmie versus Skarmory. Starmie had recovered, it showed Rapid Spin. We've already seen the full moveset. And then we see Hydro Pump right there, so I know Bulky with Hydro is a set, but I'm pretty sure that this is offensive Starmie, and he just happens to have recover over Ice Beam coverage. Which on this team, not too sure how I feel about that, because you have HP Grass Tran. I suppose it's alright. It depends on what the last is, to be honest. If he has something like Weavile as the last, then that's 100% okay. But like I mentioned earlier, Thunderbolt eventually is going to start paralyzing, and then full pair is eventually going to come in, and Scarm rate goes down right there because it gets paralyzed. I'm losing my train of thought, my voice, dude. I just woke up. I guess Starmie's Hydro doesn't take it out from there. The last is a Rose Raid, so I'm not too sure how I feel about Ice Beamless Starmie. Once again, assuming that it's offensive, I could just be completely retarded, and that could be bulky Starmie with Hydro, which is a set. And that's like Fizdef Scarm. In which case, then that's 100% okay, but I'm pretty sure that's just offensive Starmie with 2 attacks and lefties. Because he wants to actually preserve Starmie and not have it get weakened by entry hazards, which is its main job. So this means that Clefable can heal up, so now Clefable is mildly a problem again. However, this is Sleep Powder Rose, right? So there goes Clefable, and I'm guessing Flygon comes in. This could be risky business because Ice Beam Clefable is definitely a thing in this generation. Actually, I think Ice Beam Clefable should be used more because... Well, actually, that's not necessarily true because Gliscor took a big hit because they changed the evasion thing, if I remember correctly, so you can't use Gliscor and T-Tar on the same team, so Gliscor took sort of a nosedive in viability. And Malekith's just going to go straight for Outrage. I guess he's alright with that. Clefable is a normal this gen because fairies didn't exist, so Outrage wasn't that stupid. And I guess he's alright with just trading Flygon for Heatran right here. I was about to say if it had HP Ice, but Explosion is just as viable. Just go ahead and get rid of Flygon. I'm guessing he probably doesn't have anything else to hit Flygon with. Normally the Scarf ones carry Dragon Pulse though, don't they? Aren't they like Fire Blast, Earth Power, Dragon Pulse, Explosion, or like Dragon Pulse, HP Grass if they're not HP Ice? So that's a little peculiar to me because Scarf Tran, also Heatran outsped, so that confirms what I said earlier about it being banded. So still got it, boys, but it's a little peculiar to me. So I'm guessing he didn't have, or Dragon Pulse doesn't kill there. I'm not too sure, but. Anyways, Alakazam's going to be able to come in, hit a Focus Blast. I don't even think you need to risk Focus Blast hitting at this point. I feel like that you just go for your Sidekicks, and if Clefable wants to Soft Boiled, you just Encore into Soft Boiled, and then you just switch to Roserade, and then you put it back to sleep, you burn more Soft Boileds, and then you don't risk Focus Blast missing. Or you just go for a Sidekick, and then, I don't know, I just don't feel like you had to Focus Blast there, but I guess it just sped up the process, but wasn't as guaranteed, you know? It's definitely possible because I think Malekith only had 4 Focus Blasts left. It's definitely possible to miss all 4 of them, but I don't think you needed to risk it. It just sped things up, but he ends up hitting. And Batness types in the chat, but none to be had. GG's. Good game from both guys. Nice to see Alakazam doing some work in DPP OU. Not really sure there was too much Badass could have done differently. He just wasn't prepared for. He wasn't prepared for Alakazam, to be honest. But even then, like, looking at his team, Machamp would have messed that shit up real quick. Roserade is kind of annoying, not as devastating. CB Flygon, well, you have Skarmory, but it's Spadef. And so if you're carrying Thunder Punch, like the good sets do, then Skarmory's not really going to enjoy that, so I just don't think Badass's team was, I think, designed for Malekith to bring, like, HO or something. And then Malekith brought some stuff that will handle balance, so it's unfortunate, but I don't think Badass could have really done anything else. But kudos to Malekith for still playing well and for bringing something that that's unusual and ended up working out very well. So my guess is that next Smog Tour we're going to be seeing a lot more lead Alakazams. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, guys, and later.